The government is corrupt and they keep getting caught. Baby dolls, I'm going to share with you this cute story that's appeared on the Twitter lands. And I want you to keep this in mind for the rest of your life. Bear markets make the bears come out. But no matter what the news is, it always seems to dissipate and fade away. This is one example in crypto. So Sir Matty Walshy says, this Prometheum storyline has got to be the strangest thing I have seen a while in this industry. Has anybody actually looked into this? You're going to see the government is corrupt. The SEC is corrupt. They're all corrupt. But where are we going, friends? I have the Bitcoin chart here. The Bitcoin chart, and what I've done is I changed it to Heikin-Ashi. Heikin-Ashi smooths out the open, high, lows, and closes. And so green means nice and up. Red means we're starting to slow down. I want you to have a look at every single time there's red. Every time in Bitcoin's life, there was FUD. There was some sort of bad news that came. Every single time. Doesn't matter what it is. It came here. It came here. I promise you, it's going to keep coming. Every time there's red candles, people need reasons to get out. And I'm telling you now, it came even here with China banning. I promise you, we always find a way to get out of it. And it's even happening today. And with the SEC and trying to send everything down, you can still prevail. You just need to be armed with some special information. Look at this. Matt Walsh says, last month, in the midst of the SEC bringing cases on Coinbase, Gemini, and giving the stiff arm to Robinhood, Prometheum, so a weird project, gets an approval for a first-of-its-kind special purpose broker-dealer, SPBD. This is basically a bribe for digital asset securities. So the SEC want to have their own different label of securities, and surprise, surprise, they've added one. So what Sir Matthew Walsh has done, and he went and investigated. He's like, wow, these guys must be an amazing project in crypto. You are going to be very shocked, my friends. So the Prometheum CEO somehow gets a front seat in the front of Congress yesterday. So he's reporting about this from last week and starts reading off pre-written notes, clearly coordinating the narratives with some Democratic members of Congress. So it's all bribes. The cartel, the banking cartel, they are the puppet masters of the SEC. I made videos of this. I made tweets about this. It's an open secret, friends. The SEC doesn't work for the people. There are people who come on Twitter who pretend they work for the SEC. They don't work for poop. They work for the banking cartel. They're the ones who give them all the authority of what to do. All right? He continues, okay? There are currently no tokens registered with the SEC because the current regime is not viable. But here's the funny part, all right? So Prometheum, this weird project that no one's ever heard of, somehow gets a pass. They get allowed this special badge, this special address, right? Of like, oh, we are some amazing digital asset security. Have a look at this. The Prometheum guys want us to believe that all layer ones are securities. So they get these Prometheum guys to then go out in front of the politicians and say, layer ones are securities, Ethereum, everybody's security, everybody. It's just a load of baloney. They're lying. They got bribed. But the people have had enough. The people are going to riot. We are the people. We are the outsiders. So look, even these Prometheum guys, these sellout, these scum, they say, we will need to come and trade on Prometheum. Not happening. But enter the Prometheum chain. So they actually have their own chain. And there's information here to show you. We're going to go through. You're going to quickly see just how corrupt. I mean, you're already seeing it's corrupt. They're like, that's weird. You guys give these dudes some special weird badge that no one in crypto industry has heard of. And now these guys are reading and writing the script. That's how politics works. They hire people and they tell the people what the laws are going to be. This is just how it works. So Matt goes through some of the people on there. Don't worry about their names. Some weirdos, some insiders, whatever. They're all scum. They're all snakes. You can't trust any of them. All right. So it's just funny. They've paid in excess of $1.5 million in sales commission to a New Jersey-based outfit called Network One Financial Securities. So, I mean, this isn't even on a blockchain, yet Matt Walsh was able to do this amazing investigative journalism and just find their corruption. Like, just think about it. How trash do you have to be as a corrupt scum where things not even on the blockchain, you're being tracked? Come on, man. They can just hide and lie. So it's absolutely funny that We go through, there's all these regulation stuff. It's all corrupt. And he goes through here. He goes, it's a China-affiliated firm. Who is running Prometheum? And he goes through these guys, looks who they are. He goes down and he eventually finds all the people there. And they see that's so weird, all right? See, they have licenses that you're required to operate as a financial institution in America and depending on your state. But, I mean, the cat's out of the bag now. What's going on? It's bizarre that this fringe player with no business model is being held up as an example of compliance by the SEC when the actual businesses in the United States can't get a fair shot. An SEC psyop to have the Democrats oppose a McHenry-Thompson market structure bill. So this is clearly what's happening. That's just what happens, man. They hire people, they tell the people how to write the news, and that's it. So we already know, friends, if you've been watching my videos, you already know they're all corrupt, man. That's why I make videos time and time and time again. You get to see all these videos. They are lying to us. All these videos, all this content for you, right? So even have this video here. Who does the SEC really work for? I made this for you, baby.
Have you seen Gary's OnlyFans? He's been...
Wow, see, even start with this. Have you seen Gary's OnlyFans? Look, all of these people, they don't work for us. There are people who work at the SEC, they don't know what's happening on top. And why should they? They're just getting a salary. They don't really care. They got to feed their family. I understand that. But the good thing is, the perfect situation is happening. We all know about it. There's too many people. You can get thousands of people calling them up, yelling at them, rioting. Because one thing governments can't stand, it's disorder and chaos. They can't stand it. When people are starting to figure out that, hey, you're pretty corrupt. We don't trust you. We don't respect you. That is the biggest no-no in government. So even though I have these videos here, please like, subscribe, bell button, and all friends. You see this all? That's because everybody is included. We're all friends here. I make these videos to show you that, you know, throughout Bitcoin's life and crypto altogether, every time there are red candles, something comes out. And I promise you this, all right, from the bottom of my heart, every single time the news comes out, I have to research it. And I'm like, okay, is this going to be the news event where the whole thesis breaks down? And I promise you, it never is. Maybe there one day there will be, but 99.99% of them, it's not a news event that breaks everything down. So why I digest this for you is to show you the beautiful things that you can grab from these when we spend a little bit of time doing our research. That's why I bring you this information. So now that you see, you go, I don't trust the SEC. I don't trust all these corrupt governments trying to take down crypto and all these other weird things that they're doing because they're all corrupt. The beautiful part is that it's all out in the open now. So every time you see red candles, red candles, red candles, red candles, red candles, red candles, every single time there's a story here. I want you to know we always get through it. You know, one of these here is a China ban. China just bans Bitcoin. I know one of the times they banned here. It's kind of funny. I know it doesn't look like much here, but you can see like it was a 30% in a day, 33% in a day. These are ridiculous, right? So these things are going to keep coming, friends. Countries are going to ban corrupt politicians, but every day we seem to march forward. I mean, look where we've come from. It just keeps going. The people are onboarding. The world is onboarding. The world is becoming more decentralized. People are starting to realize, you know, we have enough technology today where we don't need to rely on one country. We don't need to rely specifically on one thing. So as humans, we start to figure this out. Other countries will help through the mechanism of competition. They will help disperse the FUD. So right now, what's happening? America politician FUD. Well, what are you starting to see? Russia, coincidentally, start unbanning crypto for trading. Hong Kong opening it up. Isn't it funny? Isn't it crazy how this works? They're all in competition with each other. You know, I understand our perspective. We see politicians and we think about them the same in every single country, but they're not. They're all working for their self-interests. And it's beautiful. This is the pricing mechanism of a free market. Because they're all working for their self-interests, they have to take a side of their own country. So that dude wearing fluffy slippers in Hong Kong, he wants a sweet deal somewhere. He needs crypto to flourish. So if America are showing these very corrupt signs of the snakes coming in, these random Prometheum stuff, trying to ban securities, trying to throw all these layer 1 chains in the same sector, right? That guy wearing fluffy slippers in Hong Kong, he knows if he doesn't take advantage, the dude in Malaysia is going to take it all from him. I believe it's Malaysia or Singapore, one of them. I'm pretty sure it's Malaysia. They have unique securities laws. They say, hey, crypto, they are digital asset securities, but they made a different sector for them. They just updated the law pretty fast. But because, of course, the country's much smaller, they can move faster. But you get to see now that guy in Hong Kong, he's like, hey, man, if I don't wear these fluffy slippers and I don't take them off the shelf, my Malaysia baby dolls, they're going to take them off the shelf from me. So this has nothing to do with USA. And slowly, we keep onboarding more people. And guess what? Eventually, tough times come for America. The economy starts rumbling a bit, unemployment rate, there's a bit of disparity in the popularity between different politicians, and suddenly, all of the FUD, that's when you start to see these things just become green candles again. Because you start to realize, oh, golly gee, competition works. These countries are competing with each other. So even though one country is trying to be super corrupt and trying to squash it, someone else out there in the shadows is like, hey, bring them in. Bring on these super smart, nerdy faces who are drinking their orange juice with 3 ice cubes. Bring them in. Bring Vitalik in. We will literally get a separate plane for Vitalik's head just to fit his giant skull. These people are hungry. Everybody in the world is hungry for crypto. They are hungry to usher in the new wave of technology. Don't forget that. So every single time we see these red candles, I promise you, there's opportunity out there. Whenever there's FUD from one country, another country is opening up its arms and saying, hey, give me every single fluffy slipper you got on the shelf today, sir. Tell mum and dad to keep their fluffy slippers on because we're going to make it. Like, subscribe, belly button and all, friends. I'll catch you in the next one.